So I've already mentioned this place is called Dadaocheng.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what Dadaocheng is?
Da, I guess, means big.
Okay, that's good for you.
Cheng, maybe something related to city.
To city.
The rest, I don't know.
3 characters, you got one of them correct. So the first one is Da, and it means like huge, big.
Yeah.
That's true. And Dao is actually, you know, like rice. And the last word Chen is kind of like a big field.
Yeah, okay.
So this place used to be a big rice drying field. So back in the days, there were actually like groups of Chinese immigrants living in Taiwan, and all they do is they fight. So after like a huge fight in like mid-19th century, so one of the losers, they got kicked out, and the losers, they actually came here. In the 1860s, international trade starting to warm up. This port in the Dadaocheng area was also open to the world. So a lot of like foreign merchants, they came here to Taiwan just to shop and to make trade. Also because there was another merchandise called tea.
It was a Taiwanese tea.
Taiwanese tea, they grow it here in Taiwan, and they use Dadaocheng as the main port to export it to the world. This was one of the reasons why Dadaocheng was very prosperous starting from around 170 years ago. Jonas, look around. What do you see here?
For me, this is a lot of things that I don't really know what it is. Some things I know, like there is some nuts and dry mushroom. Yeah,
okay, Jonas, we're here in Dadaocheng, and this place is also famous for all the dry goods. For example, do you know what is this?
I think this is the goji berry.
Goji berry? Oh yes, it's also called...
This is super expensive in Sweden.
Really?
We say this is like from Asia, super healthy, super expensive. Yeah, this I can buy back.
It's only 100. And also...
I can take that one.
You're taking that one? Cool.
So I have seen this before, but I have only seen this in these kind of places, and I know that they're expensive.
Do you know what that is? Do you think this is from fish liver? This is a fish fillet or a fish egg?
Like I have seen fish fillet, and fish fillet doesn't exactly look like this. It's so long. Maybe this is something from the liver? Does fish have liver? I don't know.
This is actually fish egg. It's called mullet roll. So we eat it during Lunar New Year. It's super good, and we roast it and we eat it with green onion slices or apple slices. So
is this tasty, or is it just like...
It's really tasty.
Kind of, okay.
Luxurious, and I love it. Have you ever seen this before?
Plum, maybe?
A plum, similar. It's actually called red dates.
Oh, red dates. Okay. In Sweden, if your stomach is really stuck and you eat a lot of food but it's stuck there, then this one will like start your stomach.
So this red dates is also very popular here in this area.
Are they also like dry? Yeah, they're dry.
Yes, they're also dry. We sometimes make it into soup, but most people come here to buy red dates to give it as an offering to the gods. We love this. So now I'm going to take you to a temple that is the most famous temple in Dadaocheng. And we would need this when we go to the temple.
This store is so interesting for me because it's one of the stores where I almost don't know what anything.
Yeah, you don't know anything, right? Okay.
Only the nuts.
Only the nuts. So are you taking the nuts?
I'm gonna take this too.
Oh, the nuts and the goji berries.
Yeah. Yeah. 我买这2个，这个比我的国家真的便宜。OK， 谢谢。
We're here at the Shanghai City God Temple.
So this is the god of marriage. This temple is about marriage, or?
Well, this temple is actually about the city god who protects the whole city and the underground. However, there is also a god of marriage inside this temple, which made it super famous.
Okay.
That's where we're gonna use the red dates. Today, if we're going to the god of marriage, this probably means that we're looking for our Mr. or Mrs. Right. The pronunciation of red dates, 红枣, means to find someone as soon as possible.
Does it work?
It works.
It works, okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
not
it might
for
work.
me, but I've heard that Charlie has also went to the god of marriage and asked for some advice.
Actually, I didn't know about this, and it was a little bit opposite because we were already together, or kind of together in the beginning. This is before we got married, you know. Later, she told me that in the beginning she went to this kind of temple, I don't know which one, and there is something like some kind of moons, half moon that you can throw, right?
Are you talking about this?
Yeah, exactly. If you throw them in one way, it becomes a yes, and in one way it becomes a no,
Yeah.
and one way it becomes like maybe.
A laughing answer,
or
maybe.
laughing answer. Okay.
Yeah. What did she get?
of course, I thought it was yes. I asked her, so you got yes because we are together, right? And she said, no, I got this laughing answer.
Laughing answer.
So I don't know what to make out of that. What do you think?
Okay, so you know, like this is the moon block we use for praying. If we cast the moon blocks to the ground after we ask the question, we will usually get 3 different kinds of answers. For example, one side like this, and the other side is flat. This is called a divine answer. This is a yes. If we get both sides up like this is a no, and we call it an angry answer. But sometimes if we get a laughing answer like this, most of the time the God is saying, maybe he's right, maybe he's not.
So I am kind of like a maybe.
No, it means that this could be your right man, but you guys will need more time. But in the end, it worked out pretty well, right?
I think so too. I am so happy she took a chance with me, you know. And now I'm here and I can visit all these places. So I think it works.
Right? If she comes to this temple again to try to pray to the God of marriage, I believe this time she will get a firm yes.
Let's not try. It's super possible that Charlie still do this every now and then and never tells me, you know.
So Jonas, since we're visiting the most famous God of marriage in Taiwan, I'm going to take you inside and check it out, okay?
Okay, yeah, sounds really interesting.
Let's go. So Jonas, after visiting the temple, is there any differences between Taiwan and Sweden in regards of marriage?
The thing that I noticed is that I think Taiwanese care more about marriage. Of course, we care about marriage now that we are married, but it's like in Sweden you get together with someone and it's not super important to get married. Like for example, my parents, they had me before they were married. So I think it's okay. But in Taiwan, I think marriage is more important. Or what do you think?
I agree with you. Like in Taiwan, people believe that like marriage is a very important thing. I think our parents care a lot about having the kids to get married as well. It's kind of like a sign to show that they have really raised a kid really well.
A lot of Taiwanese has a goal to get married.
Yes.
A lot of Swedes have a goal that they want to have a kids and make a family. But the married part is not super as important. But still, I'm very happily married.
So what do you think about this tour today?
I know that this is the kind of New Year's street where you go to get all the stuff for the New Year's, but I didn't know that this area is also like kind of the center of tea. I also have the feeling that this is an area that's kind of becoming more and more popular. I see a lot of like modern places. Also, I really like in the tea store where we went, they had like one very old style part and one very new modern part. Yeah, I'm very, very happy that you brought me along and showed me a lot of things. If you come to Sweden, I happily also show you around.
Yes, super.
Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed the tour, and I hope you guys all learned a little bit about how to introduce Dadaocheng or these cultures in Taiwan in English. So everyone, if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and share our videos. If you want to know more about Jonas, you can check out his YouTube channel. I'm Jonas.
My channel.
Thank you all for joining this tour. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.